It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports. And the question, ready for some football? It's the Vikings and the Niners. Coming up next.
The onset of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley. And we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Minnesota Vikings and the San Francisco 49ers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. There are the numbers for Cook from a week ago. 12 carries, 63 yards.
And to me, the goal is the exact same thing as last week. Get him the ball early and often. I think he's got another big game in him in this one.
2nd down, they go right back to Cook. Runs through the contact. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of 1st downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Cousins now from the 50. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he will have a Vikings 1st down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Back to the ground, Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. This defense for the Niners, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And that is incomplete.
Well, again, man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
I guess we have to nickname him the thrower, aren't we, or something like that.
After last week.
I mean, man, you're talking about over 400 yards throwing the ball. The running backs and everyone else may be looking at him like, hey, don't forget us. And he'd probably just tell him, listen, you want to get involved?
Go out.
Go out and catch some passes. I'll make sure you touch it.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now Lance. Out to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And oh, so close as he takes him all the way to the 2-yard line. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And how about how he improvised right there, because he got flushed out of the pocket, locked eyes with his wide receiver, who knew to just keep running. And he was able to lay that one out there for him to run under.
They'll run with Mostert. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. One more time with Mostert. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Niners have taken the early lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it but couldn't pull it in.
They're giving him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Thielen with his first catch, and it's a first down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Open man, once again, it's Thielen. And he's got room. Pushes past him. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Bulldozes past him. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 13-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
They'll run for it. Cook. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Dalvin Cook turned away on 4th down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
36 yards on the play.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. On 1st down, Lance on the move to his left. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. He was looking for Jalen Waddle there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I like the process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable, so they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Lance, a handoff here to Mostert. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. On play action, Lance. And that is incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And they'll go for it. Lance rolling to his left. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Space to run past the 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It's Shaq Lawson who worked his way in there to get him down. Now, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. Throwing on 2nd and long. Lance eluding the pressure right. This one caught by Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for the 1st with Taylor. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. They'll look to run with Taylor. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so, and one of my favorite coaches used to...
And he'll get it. He's over for the... Trey Lance, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
And the sneak works on 2nd and goal. They didn't wait until it was 4th down to try and get him across.
No, and I think if you're the QB, you like these plays, don't you? I mean, you want to hand it off sometimes, but also prove that you can get it in there as well.
Yeah, it makes you really part of the gang, doesn't it? It makes you part of the crew, and it really bonds you with those big offensive linemen because then you get to celebrate with the big fellas.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Off the play fake, Cousins. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Cousins. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Cousins. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with a... All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well, as we are back and started in the second half. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. Last week they got a good victory over the Dallas Cowboys, and they are in the driver's seat here right now as well. Third quarter starts with a run from Mostert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
There's Judy. What a grab that was. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one goes for 36 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. They'll roll him out right. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. And Lance now to throw. Steps away. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Well, every now and then you just absolutely outguess yourself. 3rd and inches, and they decide not to run the ball. You end up seeing the end result.
The end result was not good. They elect to pass, and it backfires. And Gold is able to put it through, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Someone moved, flag is out, that's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming, pick them up, pick them up. And someone jumped.
A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get him much, maybe a yard, and that's all.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage and mixed traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. He's at the 30. 10, touchdown, Vikings. K.J. Osborne, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump, and he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. To throw, it's Lance. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And got his man, complete. Touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 81 yards. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Well, this will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get him much at all.
No, not at all. That leaves him with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And Cook has it, left side. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it winds us down to the end of the 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. Elsewhere, a 3rd quarter score. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. From the 44, Cousins. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. Now Cousins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big. They just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jalen Waddle with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the 49ers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth-quarter lead. Now goal for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. With the football going back to the Vikings offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right? Minimizing
those and maximizing opportunities.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Osborne. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Hayden Hurst, former first-round pick, the intended target, but it's going to be second down. Cousins now. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Desperation time. Cousins on fourth down. Open man is Osborne. He's got it. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Cousins now to throw on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. From the red zone now, Cousins. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. 7 yards to pick up there.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he has to get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
On second down, Cook. They're only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. And this defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. C.J. Ham, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. And this time, not the running back down on the goal line. They feel they need that extra muscle. They go to the fullback, and it pays off.
And it's nice when you have a running back who can serve as a decoy, hand it to the fullback, and let him follow the big guys into the end zone.
Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. Here's a great example right there.
And the 49er hands team does its job. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Jalen Waddle, 49 yards. And the 49ers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. So that drive there, CD, a good response, and that might be the one that gets them to the finish line, a comfortable lead.
Yeah, and that's all about not letting the team back into a game because they just gave up.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully...
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Gold with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now out comes Minnesota. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Cousins. Pass complete. Hurst. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They're working out of Cousins. Able to find Thielen. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 7 yards the pick up there.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He's going to air one out. And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That's good for 28 yards to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
2nd down and goal. Cousins. And it's caught. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Great footwork there, Charles, to dot the I, stay in bounds, get both feet in. He's probably thinking, though, man, I made a catch like that close to the end zone. I should have scored.
Yeah, there's always a regret when you're that close.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Hayden Hurst, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Cousins will try and throw. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And it's the 49ers who recover it, and that ought to just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. That one looks like he'll throw here. Forced out to his left. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jalen Waddle, 49 yards. And the Niners tack on another score as they have dominated this 4th quarter.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. On 2nd and 10, Cousins. That's complete. It's Cook. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys are just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Niners, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And next week they get to stay home again as the Los Angeles Chargers come to town. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints.